So I'm gonna do something today, and it's basically buying another book. Well, technically it's a book that I've been waiting for a while, and it's basically the book that held the heart by Mark Lawrence. So I was like, which one is it? And I am super excited. I'm not sure if I'm gonna find it at the Waterstone that I usually work near. I actually haven't been that Waterstone, so I'll see if I have it. If not, I'm just gonna find it in the bigger one because I'm not near Piccadilly, and Piccadilly is like a massive bookstore there. But we'll see. But I'm really excited. It came out today because today's the 10th. So happy Library Trilogy finale book, the book that held the heart, and I hope I can find it. Oh, wish me luck. Hello, I got it! The book that held the heart by Mark Lawrence. I hope you like my intro, but anyway, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ottavia. As you can see, I went and bought the new book, or the last book in the Library Trilogy by Mark Lawrence. And I can't wait to read it, I can't wait. And I'm gonna start today. So today is gonna be a reading vlog. Another reading vlog because I've done already another one prior, but I am just so excited to see how this trilogy is gonna go. Of course, if you don't know what it is about, there's actually two more books, of course. So the first book is the book that wouldn't burn, and the second one is the book that broke the world. To be honest, there's a huge difference from this one because the first book was super big, see? And then the second one is more, and the third one is small. Maybe smaller. Actually, let me see. So there are, in the last book, 376. I'm trying not to spoil myself because and oh, actually the second book was 368. So not much of a difference, but I was expecting to get another book like that. But I understand why you know, Mark Lawrence wanted to put more in the first book because, you know, like the second and the third, well, actually, the second takes place in the same area and continuation, basically, and I think also the third will be the same, but I think he wanted to put it in one because at least you can understand more of the story or where it might going to go. To be honest, it's you think that you get the story, then you don't get it. Then something happens and change it completely. Then you go to the second book, and in the second book it's still completely different, and then you get it and then you don't get it. So basically the relationship that you have with this book is like you go with the flow, you think that you will get it but you don't get it, and I love books like this. And Mark Lawrence handwriting, it's amazing, especially this one. It's my first ever trilogy from him, and I have actually, my boyfriend has a book from him that I really would like to read, but I think I'm happy that I started with this one. It's a little bit more complex for handwriting style. It's quite not really lyrical, but I love how he plays words around. I don't know. I just love it. But it's, of course, about a library, and I don't want to say too much about this book because when I started reading it, I only read the part behind and then the part inside, nothing else, and I think that's what you should do as well. But the first book is basically says all books, no matter their binding, will fall to dust. The stories they carry may last longer. They might outlive the paper, the library, even the language in which they were first written. The greatest story can reach the stars. And it's actually true, and that's what I love about it. Inside says, Eva has lived his whole life trapped within a vast library, older than empires and larger than cities. Livira has spent hers in a tiny settlement out on the dust where no one goes and nightmares stalk. The world has never noticed them. That's about to change. And Robin Hobb, which is another author that I love, from basically the Library Trilogy and all that kind of big saga. She said, if you like dark, you will love Mark Lawrence. And it's true, this book is dark. There's lots of things going on. Some unsettling, some not. There's also a beautiful friendship and love story in it, but it's not the main part. The main part is this library and why it's there and all the complexity of it. And there's a little bit also like changes of time period. Let's just leave it like that. But this library is so freaking vast. It's really big. And I love it. I love it. One thing also about this book is that I saw it in the second one, and also it's going to be on the third one, which I saw, is that when you open, it goes to the story so far. So like this, you can actually read it a little bit. You can see also the people that you met to remind you, who they are, which is so good because especially for this book, it's really important to do it because it's complex. It's complex, but I really want everyone to read it because I freaking loved it. 5-star the first one, 5-star the second one, and hopefully the third one would basically deliver and it's going to be a good conclusion. I haven't heard anyone talking about this book, so I'm just going to go literally like that. I don't even want to read what it is about. Maybe this part I can read it, but I'm not going to do it to you because I can't. So I just need to basically go to the story so far and just dive in. So I'll come back to you with my thoughts later on. And yeah, but I am super excited. Oh, also, I actually bought on Etsy from this kind of shop, like a small business, Books and Stitchcraft, a book sleeve. See, a book sleeve with dragons. Look at that, how beautiful it is. And also there's this part as well for bookmarks inside here. Because to be honest, I've never had anything like this before, and I noticed that if I put it inside my bag, I mean, I'm removing dust jacket, of course, but whenever I remove it, I still get a little bit the actual book dirty. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna change it together, and I'm just gonna do it down here because it's, but I hope it's gonna be like that, and it works. Yes, it works. Okay, let me do it here. Because to be honest, there was other places where on Etsy where I wanted to get it, but then I spoke with a few of them. They're like, oh, actually, they're not really for hardbacks. They're more for paperbacks. And I was like, okay, no, I'm looking for hardbacks because paperback, it's fine. But oh my God, look at it. Oh my God, look how beautiful it is. I mean, this book is not about dragons, but, it's still something. So, oh my God, it's so soft. Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. By the way, I'm just going to try and put this person, Etsy, down below in my comments. I mean, she never asked me to do it, but hey, why not? I mean, if there's many other styles, but I think the dragons is the one that kind of spoke to me the most. So I might have to do it on the opposite side, but I think that's the side because that will be upside down. So, but anyway, I'll come back to you when I start reading it. Hello. Long time no see. So I've been reading, well, I don't have the cover here, but the book that held a heart for the past 3 days. And I didn't read as much. I am only 77 pages in. Just because, life was lifing. Things were happening. I've been really busy. But it's a little bit, not really slow, but This book for me takes a little bit longer to finish, but I am enjoying it. Like, I'm enjoying it so much. I'm a little bit stressed, a little bit anxious. It's basically, this book starts right how it basically where the second book ended. So that's perfect. I love that you get a reminder of what happened in the first few pages before actually starting the chapter. And I have no idea what's gonna happen, and I am so afraid of all the characters and what's actually it's really happening. I feel the stress, I feel the anxiety, and I feel that, and I know that bad things are gonna happen. So I don't have much to say because it's setting the scene for each individual or what's happening. I wasn't expecting in one area to be in a certain area of the world. I just leave it like that. But I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. So hopefully today I have the time to read a little bit more. If not, it will be tomorrow. But it's going. And I love the cover, this one. Well, not the cover of the book, but I do like that one. But I do like this kind of dust jacket thingy. It's so perfect. It's so soft as well. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say other than that I miss this world so much. So I'm really happy that I am, I'm reading this one. But it's going to take me a little bit longer than normal. I thought I was going to finish for like in a week, but I think it's going to be a little bit longer. Unless I give a timer for me to read it for 2 hours, and then I can try to read like quite a big chunk. But we'll see. Anyway, I'll come back to you when I read a little bit more. Tonight is the night. Or actually, today's the day. Well, it's actually, what time is it? It's 6:15 on a Monday night. The sun is shining. It was raining before. And it's gonna be time for me to finish the book, which you can't see it here, but it's the book that wouldn't burn. I am, well, since last time I spoke to you, I don't remember what day was, but I think I was quite behind. So now I'm page 329. So I am nearly finished. Look, I only have until 376. So I'm sure I'm gonna finish it basically now. And I can't wait. I have so many questions. I'm at the end. I'm at finale of this book, of this trilogy, and I don't know how it's going to go because so many things has happened already here, like so many things to understand, and I got a little bit confused about a few things, but I am super happy. I'm super happy anyway, and I'm actually, there was a few chapters where I was like, oh God, I didn't expect the twist. I think it was chapter 32 and then chapter 37, especially the last part. And at the moment, there's two chapters that are quite sweet, chapter 42 and 43. But I was like, oh my God, I haven't cried yet. I haven't felt any kind of emotions yet. But the more of emotion, it would be like, what the F is actually happening? And unfortunately, I can't tell you anything because I don't want to spoil this book. It's just brand new, and I want everyone to read it. It's the same thing for Fearless from Laura Roberts when I did the reading vlog. So this is the same as this one. But I hope I can, after I finish it, I can basically tell you a little bit more about it in terms of like what I thought of the whole book without spoiling anything. So yeah, I'm gonna have something really quick to eat and then finish this book, and then I'll come back to you. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't wait to, I'm so sad to finish it though, because it's like, I love this trilogy so much. I hope it's gonna finish well. I mean, I hope it's gonna have a happy ending, but if it's a little bit bittersweet, I think I will be fine. But to be honest, I have no idea how it's going to go. So I'm just gonna find out in a little bit, and I'll let you know in a second. Well, not gonna be in a second. In a second for you, but it will be a couple of hours. Like, anyway, you understood. I am a freaking mess. Because this book, the last 60 pages, whatever I had, 50, destroyed me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Destroyed me so much. Oh my god. You don't even know how many times I cried in the last 30 pages of this book. That is just like crazy. Oh, oh my god. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. What can I say? 5 out of 5. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay. And I just little bit, get back to normality in a way, but it's still fresh because I just finished it just a few minutes ago, and I'm just, yeah, I'm feeling it. I couldn't wait to do it in the morning. I just needed to say it now and be fresh of the feelings that I felt, and it was beautiful. If I have to say something that maybe I didn't like, is that in some places the actual actions or things happening were a little bit too fast. There's one part on chapter 44 that was really abrupt. I mean, I could see it as a movie scene, like a really shocking scene, which it is shocking for me because I didn't get it, and I thought this something like different would have happened after, but instead, no, it set everything and with the ending. And I don't know if I said it, if the ending was going to be a happy ending or bittersweet. And it's bittersweet. And it's really bittersweet. I mean, I think I started crying from chapter 46. And then 48, there was one part of a chapter was hilarious. Something that just happened randomly, and I was so happy that it did. But then something bad happened, and plus the actual epilogue explaining the aftermath of everything and getting to the last few parts. Oh god, these people have endured so much. To be honest, I could explain this book as Marvel multiverse universe or whatever it is. This trilogy is like that. But one thing that it gets from here, it's about a library. Yes, it's about a book, because it's called, every single title is called the book, right? The book that wouldn't burn, the book that broke the world, and the book that held a heart. So it's all about the book. But there are some passages and some metaphor about the importance of books and the love for books, and that is with books that you change, that helps you grow as a person, other than, of course, being, with people like outside, and there's a big prospect of everything, you get information from the outside world, but also from a fantasy world, or from intellectual world, or literature, or whatever it is. And it's so true. And there's a part here in the last chapter before the kind of epilogue, which is still a chapter. Is basically, there's a metaphor like a bottle of black ink, and this person said that this, or the ink, is actually the blood of the library, and it contains vast power. This one is nothing like that, but then when you put it on page, it can build so many things. And it says the ink is potent, but the empty page is actually its king. So the black page is more important than the ink, is because it's from an empty or white page or blank page that you start creating something. And it's thanks to the ink that you can put your words into an actual paper. And it's so strong because I think everyone, like especially me, and I'm sure a lot of you, loves books. And also, authors, they have the power to write down whatever they want. And that's their whole way of communicating what they're feeling, what they're thinking. Mark Lawrence is doing a great job in terms of that. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm happy that I finished this trilogy. I'm happy that it was the ending was like this. I think it was okay. It was good to finish it like that. I think if it would have been some kind of happy ending, then it would have changed a lot about the book and the library, for sure. But at the same time, it's kind of sad because you are there for the specific characters from the first page in the first book until the end. And the situation in that chapter was too much abrupt. I think maybe Mark Lawrence should have put a little bit more in there to like a tiny bit, because I want a little bit more, because I still didn't feel like detached from that particular character. But it happened, and it happened. But it was such a good book. Listen, if you haven't read this particular trilogy from Mark Lawrence, The Book That Wouldn't Burn is the first book. Please go and read it. Please, it's so freaking beautiful. I can't wait to read any other book from Mark Lawrence. I know they're a little bit different from this one, of course. It's nice that he does different things, of course, and not just the same one. But oh god, I need to talk to a lot of people about this book because it's so fucking good. God. Literally, my boyfriend is actually playing D&D with some of his friends, like on his computer. And I started bawling, and I think he heard me with his headphones on. He was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "No, this book is hurting me." It's hurting me. But listen, I did it. I'm super happy I finished it. It was amazing. 5 out of 5 stars. Or if I can give it more, I will. Good ending. The right ending for this trilogy to finish on, for sure. I wouldn't mind to see more things in this world, because I think there's a lot more that that Mark Lawrence can actually put out with different people, or some other people that we met. There was a lot of loss, there was a lot of pain, but there was still lots of love for friendship, from relationship, family, and he incorporates so well, but still tragedy. Still tragedy. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna finish this video here. Feeling drained, happy, sad, but drained. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed me basically getting sad, especially this last clip. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you like to see more videos like this from me. Like and subscribe. Everything is down below where you can find me in any other platforms. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Ciao.